everyone to Swap Masterclass. How are you guys doing? There's been another one amazing week, and we are moving one step closer towards tens and tens of millions of users and hundreds of applications. How do you feel? Let me know in the chat right now if you feel amazing, where you are tuning in this beautiful Wednesday evening. Maybe it's morning from you. I don't know what time of day. Maybe it's night, midnight time for you. This is Ultron Swap Masterclass. I'll be your host, Vitaly Dubinin, and I've been doing this for over a year now, and it's been a beautiful journey. And they should update this video. I'll tell the team, because I'm not Black Diamond anymore. Just celebrated the Crown Diamond, and for those of you who've been in the corporate call, you know that last week I was on the call. So yeah, things are moving, things are going, and today we're gonna show you guys, like usual. I'm going to show you, for all the new guys, we have all the time, we have people who are brand new to the ecosystem, brand new to the blockchain space, the crypto space, and of course the Ultron blockchain. So we need to show the fundamentals, you know, how to set up the wallet, how to buy, how to sell, how all of this works, how decentralized exchange Ultron Swap works. And I'm going to show you exactly the staking hubs, and all this information that is available in the blockchain for the NFT, how it is done, how the staking hub works, calculating rewards, how you can unlock your rewards for those that want to unlock, and for those that want to maximize the full potential of the NFT, how you can do that. So we're going to cover all the formulas and how all of this works as well today. So welcome India, welcome Colombia, Canada, Bharat, Vijay, welcome. Vancouver, Canada, Arizona, awesome. Let's eat some DeFi awesomeness. Let's feel it. Amazing. France, Kareem, perfect. We are a global community. So India as well. Yeah, show some house. India's legends in the house. Mansa in the house. Amazing. Portugal, North Carolina, Germany, Texas, Bangladesh. Awesome. This is amazing. One more week. We have 54 weeks in a year, and I can tell you right now, the next 1 year is going to pass like this. Who is coming to the Hungary event in Budapest on the 20th of January? It's going to be over 1,500 people of our Mavi community. I'm sure there's going to be a lot of surprises prepared for us there. And for those that want to meet the Ultron Foundation team, the CEO, want to meet some of the people that are making the decisions on both the Ultron Foundation side and on the Mavi Global side. For those of you who want to be there, definitely want to meet these people and be in the know, be in that room. Let me know in the chat who is coming. And moreover, guys, you have the opportunity right now inside of the back office. When you go, you can see that you can qualify for 300 USDT travel expense paid. You can qualify for 2 nights at a beautiful 5-star hotel, and you can qualify for some special VIP clubbing experience and Mavi back. So you can qualify for all of the things until the end of December inside of your back office. You can track your progress towards your qualification. So I'm definitely going to be there, and I'm looking forward to meet you guys there. Mark your calendars for the Budapest event 2024. Be there. It's very important to not miss any of the corporate events. If we're talking about corporate calls, of course, they are very important. And when we are talking about corporate events, live events, they are even more important. So you have right now inside of your back office, it is really hard to miss this one. Mavi Budapest conference promotion, 60 days. So you can see, right, you qualify tier 4. And for tier 4, you get $300 travel expenses, 2 nights luxury hotel for 2 people, VIP clubbing experience for 2 people, because some of you will be going with your spouse, and Mavi surprise back for 2 people. So you have the promotion that started today, guys. And also some like me already booked tickets for $49 today. So make sure that you get your tickets booked and do not miss the next event. A lot in store for you. So what we are covering today, guys, we're covering the fundamentals of ulxcan.com. We're covering the Ultron swap, how it works. Very soon we're gonna see on CoinMarketCap full integration with the Ultron swap, and of course that should get us into the top 70 blockchains, like what right now we are seeing on CoinMarketCap, which is you know, a company owned by Binance. We are seeing the exchange PancakeSwap and Uniswap, but we don't see Ultron swap, and we don't see a proper representation of our blockchain here. That's why we should not be here on the place number 2200 or something. So we should be somewhere in the top 60 already. So that's coming, and we're going to discuss how the Ultron swap works, how the DEX works, how people can farm, how they can provide liquidity for these different pairs, how they can buy ULX, how they can swap, what are the different functions, okay, how to use the bridge to bridge assets from other blockchains, and we'll go over some fundamentals, and then we're gonna go over the staking hub, like how the staking hub properties, how all of this works. So I'm gonna save you some time of reading all of these 25 pages by yourself, so you can kind of go over it together with me, and you understand how the staking hub NFT, which is the product of the Ultron Foundation, works, and ensures win-win scenarios for all the parties involved. So let's start with the fundamentals. I'm going to try to cover everything by the next 50 minutes. We have ulxcan.com. So here we have all the transactions. We see the amount of validators. Right now there are 10, but it's going to be soon much more. The company is preparing a solution where with one click of a button, like with very, I would not say one click of a button, but you know, it's a very easy process where people can become a validator. And our blockchain is a proof of staking blockchain, which requires validators to validate all the transactions. Okay, and right now we have 10 validators, which is from the company side. But who would like to become a validator and earn some extra rewards, on some extra rewards on a daily basis by being a validator? Put in yes in the chat. You see, validators is very important for the blockchain to be more and more decentralized. That is the meaning of a decentralized blockchain, when we have more and more validators, and basically from different countries, from different places, from different IPs, they're all validating these transactions. And for those of you who have bonus staking hub NFT, you know, this where the 30% of every reward in Mavi Global goes to buy ULX and add to your bonus staking hub NFT. The company is working hard to make sure that everyone will be able to use this bonus staking hub NFT for being a validator as well, and to earn some extra rewards. And right now for the staking, if you connect the wallet, you can see, let's change the network to Ultron. What is showing right now for the delegation part, if you choose the validator, it's showing about 22% APR, annual percentage rate. But I've been noticing it's a little bit higher than this, a little bit like more towards 35% APR right now, which is great. It is great. We're much higher than Ethereum for the validators, because Ethereum is around 5 to 7% per year. So we are multiples of that. But Of course, we don't compare ourselves with Ethereum. We are Ultron, and you know, right now much better to stake here than to stake on the Ethereum. So here you have 134,000 accounts. Accounts mean all the buyers of the NFTs and also all the people that have ULX in their wallets. That's the accounts means. 8.4 million blocks and 9.4 million transactions. You can see all of these transactions real time. Here is some burning. Almost in every transaction we see some burning happening here. Yeah. And by the way, I'm gonna show you a transaction of burning of those that are taking basically those people that bought staking Hub NFT at 1 penny, right? So and they want to withdraw, they're unlocked. There's going to be some massive burning happening there. So you can see on the blockchain, this is an example of a transaction. You can see 40,676 ULX has been burned and 3,460 transferred. Yeah. So this burning means removing out of the circulation, means moving to like getting them to a special address that can never be retrieved from there. That's the definition of burning. Yeah. So let's go back here to our UX, and you have all this transaction of minting. Somebody mints NFT, somebody buys a payment hub, a staking hub, a LottoDay hub. Like all of this is all transactions are happening in the Ultron chain all the time. So it's a lot of transactions happening all the time. It's all working. It's its own economy. We have mostly 1 transaction per block, sometimes 3. But as we scale to 100 million users, there's going to be multiple transactions happening within 1 block. Epochs is nesting the, like if you click on an epoch, you can see it's transactions that have to do with the validators. So you don't really need that part, epochs here, but it's there. Staking is showing how much points you have staked there, what is your pending rewards. Yeah, so here's an example. November 30th, I did a stake here of 1,200 points, right? And the pending rewards 633 is like 50% of the. I grew my coins here by 50% since November 30th. So that is the earliest that I think you could be able to do that. And to actually delegate some coins to a validator. Let's go to the assets. Okay, so everyone beginning the journey with Ultron, they need to set up MetaMask. Okay, so type in Google MetaMask and come here and download MetaMask to your wallets. You can download, it's available in Google Chrome, Firefox, Brave, Edge, Opera. Install it on Google Chrome. Okay. And by default, it's going to be Ethereum blockchain. What you need to do is simply go to chainlist.org. You want to search Ultron there and Ultron mainnet. You're going to connect the wallet and it's going to add Ultron mainnet as one of the networks inside of your MetaMask. Okay. So we do that, we connect the ULX and you have Ultron as one of the options for you to choose from when it comes to the blockchain you use on the MetaMask. Okay, so you do that. And we're going to start adding some tokens. Okay, we want to add at least RAPULX, WULX, and UUSDT. So add these tokens. How do you add these tokens? You go to the ulxscan.com and you click on the plus icon next to the WULX. Okay, very simple. You click here. Okay, you click here. So clicking on this plus icon is going to easily add this into your MetaMask. Okay, it's a token like this. say I want to add link, a token like this. So that's what you do, WLX in this one. And finally here, we have NFT metadata. So it shows you the different data for the NFT that you have. Staking Hub NFT, Gaming Hub NFT, Payment Hub NFT. Who has those three? You have all three of them. Put it in the chat. I have all three of them. Have Staking Hub NFTs, Gaming Hub NFTs, and Payment Hub NFTs. And each one is minted on the blockchain. It has its own ID. And each one has its own parameters. Okay. All these parameters are on the blockchain, and it shows you, it retrieves this data for you from the blockchain. You see how, you know, when I click here to number 1,000, when I click on search, there is like little green circles there. It retrieves this data from the blockchain. Okay. And basically fetches it to you and shows you the parameters. So this Payment Hub NFT has 600 revenue share points. It's double the allocation than the 300. So I think every NFT has this property right now. 5,677. Yeah, see, $1,500 luxury villa, 3,000 revenue share points. So you can search here. This is going to be useful for getting your NFT, whatever you have in the back office, and searching for this specific your ID and getting your information out of there. Okay. Next is Ultron swap. So the first thing I'm going to teach you is how to buy ULX on Ultron swap. You see, there is centralized exchanges, decentralized exchanges, and you know, you want to use the decentralized ones. You want to use Ultron swap as your number one, or Pancake swap as well. Pancake swap you can use as well. This is right here when I click on trade on Pancake swap. Gonna do that. Trade on Pancake swap. There we go. There is another way how you can buy, but this you buy ULX on the Pancake swap, the wrap version of ULX. So why it's decentralized exchange? Well, look at the centralized exchange alternative. It's not much volume there. We go to ULX and we'll click on centralized exchange. Look at the volume. The volume here is so low, like barely people are trading on centralized exchange. You know, it's almost like this point of, oh, let's get listed to centralized exchanges, and you know, we're gonna have much more exposure. But people don't want so much to trade on centralized exchange, and one of the reasons is lack of liquidity, lack of volume. So when you have so little volume, and you know, when you buy and sell, when you click on the order book, let's say this maxi, I'm gonna open up this pair. You see the order book on the left side, and when somebody wants to buy $10,000, okay, they're gonna move the price. They're gonna get all of these, you know, sell orders. They're gonna fulfill all of them, and the price is gonna jump a lot higher, and you'll get the coins much more expensive. So that's why buying the coins on the centralized exchange will not give you the best price. So that's why people don't use them so much, and we can see by the volume that's true. But when you compare to decentralized exchange, on Pancake swap you have $971,000, right? Much higher. So don't use centralized, use decentralized. You're not gonna pay much higher for the price using decentralized exchange. So to use Ultron swap, you first need to have assets on the Ultron chain. How do you do that? You need to use the bridge. So we come here, and let's say you have assets on the Binance Smart Chain. So you're gonna come here on the left side, you're gonna have Binance Smart Chain, your connect your wallet, and let's say you have USDT. So we'll choose USDT right there. And I want to bridge this USDTs to the Ultron chain. So I have $300 there. Let's say I'm gonna bridge $100, and I click on bridge, and in the wallet confirmation, just like that. And now $100 is moving from Binance One chain to the Ultron chain. Very, very simple. Okay, we're moving the assets from Binance Smart Chain to the Ultron chain. If you don't have USDT on the Binance Smart Chain, then the first step for you will be to get these USDTs on the Binance Smart Chain. You can use any peer-to-peer, any broker, any like exchange to do this transaction and buy USDTs. Now, after you're done, we're gonna switch to the Ultron chain by clicking on the switch button, and this $100 is gonna be here. And now I'm gonna go to swap and change this $100, $100, change them for ULX and click on swap now. That's how easy it is to buy ULX on Ultron swap. It's 2 steps. Okay, step number 1 is to bridge USDTs on the Ultron chain. Step number 2 to buy ULX. Okay, and now the same process is somebody wants to sell, so they'll come here, they will sell their coins and they'll get USDTs. And once you get USDT, you go to the bridge and you take those USDTs and you bridge it back to Binance Smart Chain, you know, and you can load it to your crypto debit card or exchange it to your cash or something like that and use them. So that's the decentralized exchange, how it works. It's very simple. We don't have buy, we don't have sell, we only have swap button. Only one button called swap. Buy. Why there is no buy, why there is no sell? Only swap. Because we interact with smart contracts. We're swapping one token for another token. And we use the liquidity that is here. So we have different pairs, we have like 12 different pairs here. One of the pairs is ULX USDT. You have $1.6 million liquidity there. Okay, so this is what we interact with when we click on the swap button. Now, when somebody adds liquidity, it always is 50-50. When you click here to liquidity tab, the way it's designed, you know, let's say I want $100 supply liquidity is going to be equivalent of 850. So I need to supply 850 in ULX and $100 liquidity. Total will be 200, 100 USDT, 100 worth of ULX, total $200. And I click on supply. And after I supply, I click here on stake, on the stake button, and I stake the LP tokens inside of this liquidity pool. Okay, it's pretty simple. And you can unstake at any time and you can get back your assets at any time. Now you can see here $1.6 million liquidity. So that means we have $815,000 of USDT. Okay, and $815,000 of ULX. That's the value of 50-50, yeah, inside of this liquidity. So now the question is, when somebody buys ULX, what do we mean by buying ULX? When we say, let's buy ULX on Ultron swap, what does it mean? Well, it means that we're gonna take our USDT, okay, and we're gonna swap it like this, swap it for ULX. Okay, so that's called buying ULX. you have USDT, which is equivalent 1-to-1 to dollar, and you swap it to ULX. So now the question is, when we swap USDT for ULX, why the price of ULX goes up? Why the price of ULX, PULX, why it goes up? And to understand this, we understand a little bit the features of decentralized exchange and how it works. So we have on the left side, we have the value of USDT inside of the liquidity pool. I'll call it VUSDT. This is inside of this liquidity pool. We have the value of USDT, and we have the value of ULX. Now, you already know, because everyone who provides liquidity, they provide 50% of ULX and 50% of USDT. So for this reason, value of USDT is equal to value of ULX. And it always stays like this. It always equal value of USDT equal to value of ULX. So how we determine the value of USDT inside of the liquidity pool? It's the price of USDT multiplied by the quantity of USDT. Okay, the price of USDT multiplied by the quantity will give us the value of USDT inside of the liquidity staking contract, liquidity pool. The same value for ULX is determined by price of ULX multiplied by quantity of ULX. So now you tell me, we have here somebody swapping USDT for ULX. When you swap USDT for ULX, what happens is to the quantity of USDT, it goes up, right? Now there is more USDTs inside of this liquidity pool, more USDT, because you gave USDT there and you took ULX out of there. So the quantity of ULX goes down. Okay, quantity of USDT goes up, quantity of ULX goes down. The price of USDT stays the same, always equal to $1. So price stays the same. What has to happen to the price of ULX in order for this equation to be equal? What has to happen? The price of ULX must go up. Each of the coins must be worth more because there's less coins inside of the liquidity pool. So each one of the coins must worth more, okay, in order to accommodate for more USDTs at the same price. Does it make sense? Put in yes in the chat, put in fires in the chat if this makes sense, guys. You know, it's a simple formula. It's everyone who's been doing couple grades will tell you this same thing. It's like very simple formula, right? No need to be a professor in mathematics for this. Okay, so USDT, more USDT in the liquidity, less ULX in the liquidity pool. Each one of the ULX must be worth more. That's how the price is being calculated. Okay. Now, two people say yes, and all the rest is like, oh, what is this? Right? I hope it makes sense for you, for everyone here. It's pretty simple. And the next question is, when I buy ULX, you know, how much the price goes up. So we know when I exchange USDT for ULX, the price goes up. We know that. The question is, how much? 5%, 10%, 20%? How much the price of ULX goes up? We know it goes up, but how much? This how much question is determined by the liquidity amount here. So let's say we have a 1 day period of time. Inside this 1 day period of time, we have people who are swapping USDT for ULX and we have people who are swapping ULX for USDT. So inside this 1 day period of time, let's say that we have $1 million of more people swapping USDT for ULX. Okay, there is more people swapping USDT for ULX than ULX for USDT, equivalent to $1 million total net bigger amount. 1 day, $1 million. In this one day, we have 1.6 million liquidity, $1 million. So if we take 1 divided by 1.6, okay, it's going to be equal to roughly 65%. So we expect the price of ULX to go up by about 65%. We have $1 million of more people buying than selling, okay, including all the USDT that we have from people buying staking hubs or payment hubs. All of this also contributes to this buying ULX and adding to the bonus hub. Okay, so now if we have, instead of 1.6 million liquidity, if we have $16 million liquidity, okay, and we have the same $1 million, is it going to affect the price by going by 65%? Yes or no? Right, we have the same $1 million. We have the same $1 million, but is it going to be 65% if we have $16 million liquidity? What do you think? Is it going to be the same percent? Price impact? No, there is more liquidity there. So if we take 1 million and divide it by 16, right, then we're going to get 6.5% approximately. So you see how much the price of ULX will go up is really a factor of not just how much more people exchanging USDT for ULX. It's more also the question is how much is the liquidity there inside of the liquidity pool. Okay, so right now we are in a beautiful time where the liquidity, the price of ULX can go up like that. Can go up like that. It's enough one institutional client, you know, getting on board it, buying some ULX, boom, it's triple, like quadruple. It's not that difficult, okay, because of the amount of liquidity that we have right now. So that's how the price determine and whatnot. Now we have APR here. What does the APR stands for? So go here, clear this up. The APR stands for annual percentage rate, 65% here, okay, and 17% here. So APR means the ULX coins you receive will be equivalent to about 65% a year at the current rate of emission, at the current rate. Now, this APR is also not set in stone. It's changing number. It depends on liquidity, number one. The bigger liquidity, the less the APR. The less the liquidity, the more the APR. Okay? And also it's affected by the price of ULX. If the price is higher, the bigger the APR. If the price is lower, the smaller the APR. So this APR comes with also a risk. It also comes with a risk because there is nothing that is risk-free. Okay. So how we can, what kind of risk we have here? You see, apart from, of course, the risk of somebody is able to hack into the exchange, which unfortunately for some exchanges it happened, not Ultron swap, but some exchanges it happened. So apart from the risk of the hacking itself, you know, which the protocol should be strong enough to not have vulnerability of hacking. Apart from that, we have something is called impermanent loss. So if I would take $100,000, if I take $100,000, okay, and I would take this $100,000 and I want to buy, basically I want to put it here inside of this pair. Okay, I will put 50,000 ULX, 50,000 USDT. And when I get it back 1 year from now, let's say the price of ULX is already $1. Okay, in this case, am I going to get exactly 50,000 in USDT back and exactly 50,000 ULX back? Exactly what I put in there. Am I going to, you know, and of course, if the price goes, let's say, down to 5 cents, always there's two scenarios in crypto, right? Am I going to get the same amount of coins that I put in? Okay, yes or no? The answer is no. You're not going to get the same amount of coins after 1 year, as the prices is different. Okay, and the reason why is what's called an impermanent loss. I'm going to show you how it works on an example. Okay, it's going to be much easier for you to understand when we see an actual example. So on the left side of the impermanent loss calculator, we see the initial values of what we put in. Okay, so we have 13 cents initial price of ULX. We put $100,000 into the swap, and we have 50K in USDT. We have 372,000 coins. That's our starting point. A year after, we have $1 ULX. ULX worth $1. Now look at the amount of USDT. It's have much more USDT. Instead of 50,000, 136,000. And instead of the 372,000 ULX, we have 136,000 ULX. We have less ULX, we have more USDT. You already know why. For the price to go up, it has to have less ULX and more USDT inside of the liquidity pool. So if you go now and see, basically, what is the total value of this is $272,000 plus the interest of, let's say, 83%. That's a total value of $355,000. But if you held ULX alone at $1, you'll have 372,000. If you held USDT, you'll have 50,000. So total, you have $422,000 if you did nothing. It just held the coins in your wallet. But you had to go and farm, and because you had to go and farm, you farm your rewards, and the difference is minus $66,000. So that is where we say the loss. The loss is $66,000. You could have $66,000 more, okay? But because you do the farming, you have it less. Now, notice that you still have more. Instead of 100,000, you have 355,000. You still made 255%. Okay, so it's not bad at all. Okay, but you know, it's not as good as if you held the USDT and ULX. You could have made 322%. But moreover, if you hold ULX, then you can have double that, because you have all this ULX right now at this price. So it's 644%. And if you're staking ULX, you can make even more, because with staking in the validators, you can also compound every day. You can also put in the staking, and you can get your additional extra rewards. So you can have much more. Okay. So that's where the impermanent loss calculator is and how this works. Okay. Now, the next piece I want to explain to you is what's called the staking hub properties. Okay, so to give an example, we have this NFT as an example, was bought on the 1st of August 2022, $12,500, a base stake of 1,250,000 ULX, which means that this NFT was bought at a price of 1 penny. Now, a little history on the price of ULX. On August 4, 2022, there was the first ever possibility to buy ULX on Ultron swap, and on the day the price jumped to 3 cents within the first 5 minutes. Okay, so even less than that. So 3 cents is like nobody actually got the coin at 1 cent. So some lucky people were able to get the ULX coin at 3 cents. That was on not for long. Yeah, it's on August, like the week of this August, you can get that. Those people who bought from March 2022 until August 2022, they were the lucky ones who were able to get the NFT at a base stake of 1 penny. Okay, and now when you click here to calculator, it's going to show you the first 30% unlocking is happening after 1 year. So it's going to show you here, for me, is the total available stake. Oh, 1 second. The total available stake is a portion of the total stake. And I have here the calculation of 448,875 coins. And if I click on the calculator, if I were to withdraw today, I would get 28,829 ULX coins. And 420,000 ULX coins would have burned. Okay, so I'm going to show you how this calculation is done, and most importantly, why this is such a great achievement for the entire community, for everyone. So we are right now entering into the 15th months or 16 months since the first transaction on the ULX scan. So to start with some definitions, first is a base stake. A base stake is basically the amount of your hub value. In this case, is $12,500 divided by the market price. At the time, it was 1 penny. So right now, you divide it by 0.122 approximately. Total stake is the base stake plus the daily rewards when auto stake on. So remember, each NFT can be an auto stake on, it can be an auto stake off. With auto stake on, it starts to compound every day, and your daily rewards added to your base stake, so you have the total stake. Next is individual halving period. So in the first year, you get 0.2% daily reward, then second year 0.1%. Third year 0.05, then 0.025, and then 0.0125. Daily rewards are calculated every day, and with auto stake on, the setting goes by default when you purchase the NFT. And if you switch it off, and once a week on Sunday, the NFT goes to auto stake off. And if you turn it on again, it immediately goes again to auto stake on. If you choose to auto stake off, half of the daily reward is going to be automatically burned. 0.1% will be automatically burned, which helps the project and the community contribution. Less supply, more contribution to the community, and the rest 0.1% is going to be used in daily calculation according to the dollar cap value. What is this dollar cap value? The dollar cap value can be increased with each day that the NFT is an auto stake on. It increases every day by 0.2%. So you can see that the dollar cap value every day increases by only 0.2%. And it increases linearly and not exponentially like the total stake that grows exponentially by 0.2%. It linearly increases, okay? And this dollar cap is used into the calculation. So to understand linearly, you can see $5,000 NFT, it will increase by $10 every day, okay? Versus the ULX that increase more exponentially. So the benefit of auto stake on, you have exponential growth, you have higher daily rewards, higher total stake, and increased dollar cap value. Now, unlocking starts in 5. You have 5 options of how to unlock. So you have 30% of the base stake unlocks after 365 days. Then after 2 years, 25%. After 3 years, 20%. After 4 years, 15%. After 5 years, basically end of the 5-year, all the coins will be unlocked. Okay, keeping the auto stake setting on will increase the dollar cap, giving you more ULX coin after the lock-in period. And essentially after the 5 years finished, then no more dollar cap is going to be applied, and you can withdraw all of your coins. How to calculate the withdrawable amount? So every NFT has the NFT ID. In this case, is 18358. I'm going to copy that, and I'm going to go here and type in the Staking Hub NFT ID. Click on the search, and we're going to find out the dollar cap value of this NFT is $16,600. Okay, so how it was calculated? The base stake is 1,250,000. 0.2% of that is 2,500 ULX daily reward. Okay, so all of these daily rewards after 365 days, 30% of that will be unlocked. So if I calculate 2,500 times 0.3, it's 750 coins per day that will be unlocked. So this particular NFT, if I count from the August 1st, 2023, which is exactly 1 year later, and also I'm gonna add the days until November 1st, which is 92 days, this is what we are talking about. Because every time there is 30% after 365 days, 30% of the daily reward is going to be also become unlocked. So I take 30% multiplied by 1,250,000 coins as a base stake, plus the 92 days until today, multiplied by 750 coins, I will get 444,000 ULX, which is very, very close to the 448,000 coins that I'm seeing here as an available stake. The reason for the discrepancy is because I didn't take into consideration the compounding effect. With compounding effect is a little bit more that is being added and unlocked. So I take this amount, 448,875, and I divide it by the total stake, 1,734,667. And this ratio here, I'm gonna multiply it by the dollar cap value, 16,600, which I already seen on the blockchain. And then the last piece, I'm gonna divide that by 0.149. 0.149 is the price of ULX that is used for the dollar cap exchange rate calculation. I can click here and get this number 0.149. The 0.149 is the price that we took from October 3rd to October 17th. We took the average price, it was 0.149. And this price is going to stay like this because this is the minimum average 14 days rolling average price of ULX, but it cannot go below this amount. It can only go above. The moment the price of the last 14 days is going to be above 0.149, let's say it's going to be 0.15. This will be the new price used in all of the calculations. So as you can see, after we've done the calculation, we get to exactly the same amount, 28,829 coins, as if I'm seeing here right now. But you don't need to do all of these calculations yourself because it's already been calculated for you. So all you need to do is see this and understand where these numbers are coming from. Okay. Now, why it is so good for basically the entire community. You need to understand this piece very, very clearly. You see, the staking hub NFT is a product designed for 5 years. It's the first time that a blockchain has created a business model like this, where an NFT is being minted with the native coins that provide a 5-year staking contract. No other blockchain is doing it the way that Ultron Foundation is doing it. So when we talk about $5,000 NFT purchase at the price of 1 penny, 1 cent, we have a base stake of 500,000 ULX. In 5 years, this 500,000 will turn into approximately 2 million coins. 2 million coins total stake can be basically withdrawn with no dollar cap and no burning. So you have all of the coins available for you. If the price will be at $1, that means you turn $5,000 into $2 million. Pretty cool, right? And we can talk about such an expansion because if you look at Ethereum, and Ethereum started its journey at 30 cents, 0.3, okay? 0.3 cents. And after 5 years time, the coin was around $1,000. Okay? So from 30 cents to $1,000 in 5 years. That's much bigger than this grows. So with the staking hub NFT, you can ensure that you can maximize your coins and teach yourself some patience, because great blockchains require 5 years in order to fully blossom with all of the applications. Now, if you choose to withdraw and claim during this 5 years, dollar cap will be applied, burning will be applied, and you can get, let's say, around $10,000 approximately in 5 years if you consistently sell. So that's a far cry from the potential of $2 million. This is just $10,000. It's doubling your money in 5 years, which is still better than the S&P 500 if you invested in the top 500 companies in the stock market. It did 55% in the last 5 years. And here we have $10,000 is basically double the amount in 5 years. But we are not here for doubling because, you know, basically people come to crypto not to double their money, but to significantly more, make a much bigger returns than this. Yeah. So the people with auto stake on, we call them the diamond hands. Okay. 5-year staking plan, maximum profit, no burning, and no dollar cap. Now, if we look at claiming ULX, okay, base stake, and you know the calculation, so a lot of the coins is going to be burned. So the profit is made buying low. So if you compare Cardano to Ultron, similar maximum supply, similar starting price, okay, and from 1 cent to $3, it took a good number of 5 years for it to happen. Ultron. If you bought the dip of Ultron, you'll be doing well. If you started buying here, okay, it went to 12 cents, it went to 6 cents, you bought at 6 cents, you could have sold at 18 cents, 300%. Now it went down to 8.5 cents and quickly rise to 12.5 cents. It's the best thing that could have happened in the ecosystem. A lot of people were afraid of what the 30% unlocking is going to do to the price, but we didn't dump, and we proved the model. We proved the concept that this business model can work for years and years to come, and we have a stable company. Okay, what is the alternative? Alternative, let's say that people bought the NFT from March 2022 for 1 penny, yeah, until August 2022. We bought it for NFT for 1 penny. Okay. Now, I don't know the exact numbers, but let's assume that it is approximately $20 million. Maybe more, maybe less. I don't have the exact number, but let's say it's my best guess, $20 million. Between March and August, these NFTs have been bought. Okay, and the price went up by more than 10 times, but let's say the price went to 10 cents, okay, which is 10 times. So 30% of 10 times, if you take 30% unlock, okay, multiply that by 10 times is 1000%. Okay, we talk about 300%. 300%. Okay, let's do the math. $20 million. Okay, $20 million multiply by 300%. How much is that? $60 million. $60 million. So, what do you think would happen to the price of ULX if we have $60 million of value that been unlocked to users' wallets, while we have a liquidity of around $6-7 million max? What will happen to the price of ULX? What do you think will happen very, very quickly if we have $60 million of value unlocked that people basically want to sell? The price in this case will go down very quickly to below 1 penny. Okay, the price of the OLX will go basically below 1 penny. Okay, now in this case, the people who bought the NFT at 10 cents, 12 cents, they're not going to be very happy about it. They'll be very upset about it. Yeah, but moreover, the people that wanted to cash out the 30%, let's say without dollar cap value, without the burning, they just want to cash out all their coins, they could not do it anyways. Anyways, they couldn't do it because all of their coins are not worth anymore 10 cents. They worth less than a penny. So now they get still their 30%, let's say they'll get their 30%, 25%, and destroy the market, right? That we've been building for a year and a half together. Just like that, it will all be destroyed by handful of people that do not believe in the project for the long term, and they will destroy it for everyone, and they will not be able to cash out anyway what they wanted while destroying it for everyone. You understand? So the people that said, oh, Ultron just should have released all of the 30% of the coins to everyone, according like this with no burning and no dollar cap and no this and that. They should have just released all the coins like this. In this case, it will lead to you not be able to get your your big profits you wanted to sell for 300%. There is no way that you will get 300% in such a young project, everyone getting 3 times their money within 1 year. There is no way that can work, yeah, mathematically, not possible. The project is young. When we talk about 5 years and we have millions and millions of people and we have the huge ecosystem, then yes, you have much more liquidity, you have much more room for that, but not at such an early stage like we are right now. Okay, so we proved the concept that this business model is sustainable and it can work like this 5 years from now. People can buy the stake in Hub and they can still get these type of things within 5 years. They can still make more money. Okay, so the concept proved itself, and that's why this is now so exciting, because we are past the point in time where the 30% for the early buyers have been unlocked and the price is not crushed. The price is holding, and I believe not so long from now, we're going to start seeing the price climbing again, and we're going to see the price much higher than what we are having right now. So everyone has a choice of what to do. If you auto stake off, you get 36%, 18%, 9%, 4.5%. If you auto stake on, you have 107%, 200%, 258%. So it's a difference between 311% and 70%. It is a big difference. Daily reward unlocking explained. So like I told you, after 1 year, the 0.2% daily reward are going to start to be unlocked as well. So if you have 1,000 ULX a day rewards, 0.2%, yeah, then 30% of that is 300 ULX per day. That is going to be unlocked for you and available for staking. The available stake is part of the total stake. Okay, so these numbers by the end of 5 years are going to be one and the same. Total stake and available stake will be the same number. But if you withdraw this amount available stake, the total stake will go down by this amount as well. Okay, important to understand that part. Okay, and that's pretty much what I wanted to cover today. We're, like I said, we covered it in 1 hour, pretty much. Yeah, I love it. 1 hour, and we covered the most important topics. I don't know if I forget anything. Let's see, Ultron swap, the stub of WULX. Where is it? WULX, so you can use that tab. I think I covered that as well. Yeah, and if you have any questions, let me know, guys. You can raise your hand or you can write in the chat. I want to keep it nice and sweet for everyone so that you have a complete understanding and you have a much better appreciation for what Ultron Foundation is doing. Okay, so we have an ecosystem that can provide great rewards for everyone, and especially for those who are patient and are willing to wait some time longer to let the compounding work for them and let the ecosystem build. Yeah, so that's why you don't buy the staking Hub NFT with the money that you use to cash out soon. You use it like a pension fund, right? What people do with a pension fund, they put the money there, but they don't touch it for 10 years, 20 years. They don't touch the money. They allow it to work for them and they don't touch the money. So similarly, There's a staking hub. It's not so much, 5 years. You know, and you can get this working for you. Darwin, yes, please. You raise your hand.
Hello, hello. I just wanted you, if you were able to show, if I do have some ULX in the Mavi back office available to withdraw, how do you go through that step when you click on withdraw?
Yeah, it's very simple. When you click on withdraw, let's I'll demonstrate it to you right now. So for those that want to withdraw and they accumulate in the wallet, and you have the ULX accumulated in the wallet. So we come here, go to my hubs, go to withdraw, click on withdraw, put in the amount you want to withdraw, make sure that you send it the correct address, click on withdraw. Okay,
Where's that address? Where's that address going to?
you set it up in the settings. You set up the address in the settings, whatever your address is. Then you go to click on the email verification code. You put in here the email verification code and the 2FA verification code as well.
But is that going to your MetaMask? Is that where it's going?
Yeah, it's going to my MetaMask, and now I go to Ultron swap, and I go to, you see this WLX here. Okay, so I'm going to refresh it now, and the money will be there. Bam, the money is there. 13,000 coins appeared there. So now I take this 13,754, I swap it for ULX, and now I can keep it as ULX, I can stake it, which is great option. And the other option is, if you want, you can take this money and turn it into USDT and then withdraw it via the bridge to the USDT on the Binance Smart Chain. So that's the whole process, how you withdraw from your available wallet.
Is that the address up top where it went to, or no?
Huh?
Above the withdrawal, there's an address. OXB right there. OXB. No.
This
That
one?
address. Yeah.
No, it's the address is set in the settings. Settings, and you have here wallets. Okay, so you can set the wallets here, what you want under the settings. Okay.
Well, the address you have in settings, that's your MetaMask. You have the coins in the Ultron network in your MetaMask?
Exactly, yes, exactly. Yes.
Okay, you kind of did it faster, but that's good. It's recorded. We can watch it again.
Yes, you have the recording. Yes, I will send you the recording. It was fast, but I showed you that the whole process is fast. So you can withdraw in 1 minute. You have it in USDT. Another 1 minute you have it in your crypto credit card, and then you buy your shawarma in the somewhere in the restaurant, just like that, so fast.
Thank you.
Okay, perfect. Thank you, Darwin, for your question. Now, anyone else? You can raise your hand. Let's see. Where can we watch the recording? It will be published in the official Mavi Global Telegram group. Okay, everybody who missed it or need to see it, it's going to be published in the official Mavi Global Telegram channel group. Okay, awesome. We almost did it for 1 hour. That's great. I love it. Thank you so much. For those of you who the claim button is still not yet, please write to support. I don't know. I cannot see because I'm not a support. They will be able to guide you. Can we buy staking hubs with unlock ULX? No. The staking hubs you can buy with USDT. But what you can do is you can take ULX and turn it into the portion that you have into USDT and buy some more ULX with it. But I would not recommend necessarily to do that, because remember that when you withdraw the unlock, then you know, there'll be some burning happening, especially if you have bought at an early stage, right? If you bought it, you know, recently, then maybe 1 year is not passed yet. So we'll see what will be the price in 1 year. But how do you add WLX into MetaMask? Great question. We already covered that, but for you, one more time, I'm going to do that. It's very simple. You go to the assets and you click on the plus icon next to the WLX and you have it in your MetaMask. Okay, perfect. I don't see any more questions, so means we're good. Make sure that you distribute this recording to your teams. It's going to be available in 24 hours only, replay for your teams. Make sure they're on the same page, they know about all this. So thank you so much for being here. You guys are amazing. And see, any more questions? What is the difference between liquidity and farming? Okay, farming is where the liquidity is being seen, where you can stake this liquidity, and liquidity tap is when you add the liquidity 50-50. That's it. So thank you so much, guys. You are amazing. We're gonna make sure that you are part of the Hungary event. Make sure that you qualify and make sure that you are not missing any corporate calls. Will be tomorrow another call. Okay, don't miss that for all the latest updates. We'll keep moving forward, and I will see you guys in the next trainings.